Greetings, everyone. Another Stargods vlog. I had some more eye surgery about 2 weeks, a fortnight ago, and I know they said, "Oh yeah, your eyesight's gonna be magnificent, and all this." And I'm going, "Oh, really, really?" And I was kind of hesitant about but anyways, I got the operation. My eyes aren't that great. In fact, they're a little worse to wear than they were before I went to the operation. So I just mentioned this because I'm starting to feel like a cash cow, you know? Because I have to keep going back, keep going back, keep going back, other operation. And I'm feeling like, I'm retired and I had a little money saved up. It's all gone. It's all gone because, my eye surgery. you know, um, yeah, I'm feeling like a little cash cow. Anyways, I got to explain something before I get into the subject. And, that is, I am starting to realize things that I've never realized before. It's kind of an awakening that I've never had before. I'm going way deeper than I've ever been. I'm in the deepest water of the well that I've ever been in before. I'm discovering things, and this is how you go about it. You don't need, hello, God, God, speak up, God, I can't hear you. That was Richard Roberts. Oh, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, telling God to speak up. Anyways, I diverse with my channeling. So you have to use, for all truth, you have to use your logic, your reasoning, and your observation. And you'll get to the bottom of all truth. You can cut through all the BS and, whew, it's in here somewhere. Like, it's just pure, absolute BS. There is no truth in the world. It's all been hatcheted. Um, it's all been, is that a word, hatcheted? So anyways, I gotta make something known up front, update, and that is YouTube wants me out of town now. I've been hanging on to YouTube since 2001, been broadcasting with them. They have never given me a break. In fact, they've done the opposite. They've done every dirty, filthy trick to me that they could possibly do. Okay? Uh, it was at a point where, I'd make a video and then I go, hey, I worked up an appetite. And then I go and I'd make something to eat, come back, I'm going to upload the video. Gone. Got deleted. Oh, I must have accidentally deleted it. I didn't go in the trash. It's not in the trash. I did search and file recovery. Gone. Period. And I started to think, I guess YouTube's coming into my computer and doing this. So I did a little investigation, and some high up people on the internet that I know who've got really, really big shoes, um, said, "Yeah, you're right. We've had videos taken right from the computer, right from the hard drive, totally scrubbed." Other people complain that they upload it and then it's gone. They don't know where it is, or they get these strange error messages that block them all the time. Oh no, 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 this, that, one. So I'm really done with YouTube. They're going to boot me out anytime now. It's just anytime now. I've been kicked off twice now, and if all of a sudden I'm not here for a long time, then well, check out what is it? Utah Gun Exchange, UGE, huge platform. The link is in the description box below. Woohoo! Hey, how you? Get your shovel out, dig it out, and copy it, and because I'm always going to be there. That's my my new YouTube, because I favor it quite a bit, and I back up on BitChute, and BitChute is just lame because you're only allowed 2 gigs of upload. That's it, 2 gigs, and that's it. And they were censoring me for a while. Unbelievable. They were censoring me. They wouldn't allow certain videos to come up. And no matter how many times I did it, 1,000 times, 2,000 times, it's never going to show up. And it was like strange error message I've never heard of. I've been into computers since the late 90s, eh? And then I subscribed to Max Egan, who is now officially Max Eigen. Even Jeff Rentz says that, Rentz.com. Eigen, my friend Eigen. They've known each other for years and years and years, decades. And he calls him Eigen. And Max Egan doesn't say anything wrong about it. He doesn't go, oh, no, my name is Egan. So I don't know what's going on with these weird people. But I like now everybody's going to get their rotten tomatoes and their rotten fruit and everything, and just like, Max Egan is an idiot. He's this and that and that. I like him because he's like a tranquilizer for me. I love listening to him. He's like a daddy figure, and you just want to listen to him. And my subscription wasn't there anymore. My subscription got canceled, and I know that's, Max Egan isn't going to do that, but BitChute would do it. BitChute was censoring me, and now that absolutely concluded it for me. I got censored by him. They kicked me off his subscription list. I've had thousands of people kicked off of my YouTube. I've seen it happen live. One time I was just like, okay, I'll try and get off this subject. I want to get on the main subject. But I was just sitting there. I was like, wow. Just delete all the the view results, eh? And so, anyways, I'll be on YouTube. I want to focus more on the deeper stuff, and not many people are going to like it because I'm going down the rabbit hole. Oh my goodness. It's a second wave or something. I'm learning things, piecing things together, and I'm going, whew, even me, I go, whoa, that changes reality, And I want to express this, but I don't want, some of it's going to go too deep, and so that I'll put it on the Patreon page. But the Patreon, I don't know how to do Patreon. I just put up a video to Patreon, and it had a link. You could directly upload your video to Patreon. Hey, sunshine. Woo, let there be light. So I uploaded it. And then I find out it was uploaded to YouTube as well. I thought it was a private connection. I could just, no, it has to go through YouTube. And so there was no views, so I didn't do it right, or something, I screwed up or something, because there's no views on it at all. It didn't. So I got to learn how to use Patreon. And the thing is, I don't need the censorship, because you got to work with YouTube. YouTube's the only one I can find that will upload private videos. You upload private videos with private addies, and then people go to Patreon and they get the private addy and they can watch it. It's exclusive, right? But I can't say what I want. And the deeper stuff, I can't really go with it because of... I got to get this out of the way and get on to the subject. I got to find a video hosting platform that doesn't censor you, then it's free, and then it's free. And because it's the new gold rush now, it's the new, oh yeah, let's charge people for private videos, right? And YouTube, I had a private video, and I went up to the lake, and I did a 360. It was beautiful. YouTube didn't like it, and they never told me why. I couldn't find out what I did wrong, what was wrong with that, and and yeah. And so YouTube is very restrictive, very claustrophobic, and what they do is, and I can't right now. I can't. There's a lot of words I can't even say. Speaking of which, I thought it was hilarious with the midterm, because now that tells us for a fact. All you have to do is just wake up a little bit, that the presidential election of 2024, yeah, it's going to be a landslide for Biden. Biggest landslide? Yeah, that's right, Anderson. Biggest landslide in political history of America. Yes, yes. He's in, and he'll get 90% of the vote. It's all getting rigged, and you got the Pelicans. I can't say the real name. They're sitting on their hands. They're waiting around. They're not doing anything. They're not attacking. Attacking. They're not going after Biden at all. They're co-enabling him. You know, hey, why don't you guys impeach this mental case? What? I'm just waiting for the rapture. It's a waste of time. I mean, it's just getting absolutely. Anyways, I had to mention that because it's so obvious. And America still thinks it's free. They have freedom of choice in America. Slap me, doctor. Hit me one more time. I mean, unbelievably stupid. This is how people are asleep. So, anyways, I want to get the. No, I got to really get this. 12 minutes already. Um, so I need to find a video hosting platform, and there was one I went to, and it was unbelievably unusable. It was free, but a big button, okay, or finished or whatever. You go to press it, button disappears. The whole site was unbelievably unusable. You couldn't use it at all. It was just, I couldn't even, it wouldn't allow me to put a password in. It was just unbelievable. But they want you now to pay $20 to $30 a month so that you can upload these private videos that you can use, transfer over to Patreon. But I don't want all the censorship because I don't, and so now I got to find somebody that will do that platform that will do it. So if you know any, please make a comment. Yeah, because I can't deal with you. YouTube's going to cut me off any time now, anyways. So I guess that's it on that update. So if you don't see me, I'll be on YouTube or ugetube.com. The link is in the description box. So keep it in mind, and the backups will be on BitChute. So keep it in mind. So I'll do this, and then it'll be maybe a day or two. I'll end up on BitChute or UGE. And so, but I want to go deeper. And so here is my message. I have always used logic, reason, common sense, observation to figure things out. Now I'm at a point where I'm figuring things out that I'm just going, what? And it's like pieces of a puzzle. Little kids puzzle. They're 10 pieces. They're not overly complicated. Anyway, so you have 10 pieces, and then you go, wait a minute, that lines up with this. This lines up with that. Wow, and you get the bigger picture. and it's solid picture. Nobody can come along and go, no, I don't think so. No, it's not in the Bible, so therefore I don't believe it. And you're going to burn. You're going to burn. And so once you get the picture, you understand, and it's like, wow. So so what I'm telling you is, you can all. You don't. I don't have a special gift. I'm not in contact with God. Hello, God. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Oh, yeah. Um, you don't have any special ability or anything. You just have to wake up, ask a few questions, and you'll get to the bottom of all truth, because everything is fabricated. There is no truth. Okay, everything is fabricated. Everything's lies, 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 lies. And you get this much truth, you find this much truth, just a little tiny, tiny thing. They don't like that, because then you can grab another little piece of truth, put it together. Oh, you got a bigger picture, but you got nothing if these little pieces are fabricated and altered and spin doctored, mind controlled, you know. This whole world is under mind control. The biggest mind control operation ever, the most effective, is religion and then government. They do a mighty fine job. They keep everybody under Stockholm syndrome. They keep everybody at a low level. They have everybody not believing in themselves. Okay, so you know, you have. I don't know. I don't want to diss Christianity, but it's up the wrong tree. Um, they got everybody feeling like filthy, rotten, despicable sinners. They're sinful. They're backsliders, you know, and all this, and that's not good for spiritually. That's death. That's death talk. That's death narrative. And then you follow a God that says, "Thou shalt not, or I will set you on fire." Isn't that awful? Can you imagine somebody on fire? Ah! 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 For all of eternity? That is evil. But we won't get into that, because that's like one of my favorite subjects that I won't shut up for hours. Um, can you imagine that? And it's really very hard for me to believe that my beloved grandmother, who's the sweetest woman on earth, is now burning in hellfire. Ah! Ah! Because she was a Catholic and had the wrong Jesus. Oh, you lose. Ah! For all of eternity, for her hatred towards God, her deep hatred, and with God, you know, not God, Jehovah. The true God is a different subject at all, of all. But yeah, God, that thou shalt not, or I will set you on fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Woo! You know, he's the, I don't know, he's the hunka burning love. I love you. I love you. So this is what's taken over the world. I mean, there's these delusions, and I'll give you one scientific delusion in a second here. This is the premise of this is what I want for my video here, is to get on that subject. So you got to open up, and don't be afraid to know the truth. If you're afraid to know the truth, then you'll never find the truth. You'll never find truth. Once the pieces come together through a little reason, a little logic, and observation, you can't deny it. So you've got entire factions of organizations and everything that are keeping the truth down. And, you know, it's got everybody loving the Jewish God Jehovah, Yahweh, who is the God of wrath, vengeance, war, and declares himself to be a jealous God. What? He's love. He's love. I don't find any love in the Old Testament. I find, you know what I find in the Old Testament? Psychotic behavior of this God. And woohoo. So, but the wool has been pulled down because you're going to burn, bitch. Okay, where's my Bible? I'm reading it. Look, yeah. Um, Anyways, I don't want to dwell on that because I go on forever and ever. All men are all. But then you got secular. NASA is a complete fabricator, generator of lies after lies after lies. But you can't know this much truth. They won't allow it. Look at your spit in your mouth. I was always taught in school, well, that's for digestion. What you do is you take a bite of food and it gets soaked. The saliva soaks into the food and starts to digest it. That's not what it's for. You know what I was never taught? That saliva, well, you can observe and see for your own self, saliva is a lubricant so that you can swallow your food and you don't choke on it. But they don't talk about that. They say, oh, so they make you feel like you're some kind of venomous snake, you know? They bite something, then the poison is dissolving muscles and everything. No. They lie. There's nothing too small or too insignificant that they don't fabricate and over. So it's like, you know what it is? There are thousands and thousands of groups, institutions, secret societies, invisible beings and stuff that are shutting the truth away from you. So what it is now people are trained not to look to the truth. They can't see it because it's an elephant in the room. The truth is right in your face, breathing on you, and you don't see it. You're taught not, no, that's not in the Bible. That's not in my Bible. I'm not believing it. Elephant, I want scripture on that. You know, like they're taught, everybody's taught how to close their mind down and how not to think. And those people are really, really quite pathetic. You'll have a huge amount of truth, massive truth. There is an elephant looking you right in the face, and you don't see it. So what you got to do is piece it with a little logic and observation and all that. You have to discover the truth, and then you'll see it for the first time, and it'll blow you away. You'll go, start at the feet, all the way up to the trunk, and you'll just be blown away. You'll be flattened. You'll know things that other people don't know, and that you really get to a point where, you know, you get to that point. Those who know do not speak, and those who speak do not know. I shouldn't be talking about certain things a lot, but I'm going down a deeper path. Now I've just gone down. But then they play with the truth, and they don't offer you any meat. What they do, it's kind of a deception. Now, I'm not charging David Icke with this, but it's all speculation that goes nowhere. He gets all these facts and things and the speculation. With the eye of the tiger, you will see the elephant, and there'll be no more speculation. You'll be blown by the reality. You'll be just like, oh my God. And every institution is fabricated. It's all built upon lies. There's no truth. And I'll give an example in 1 minute here. Oh, but it's getting... See, I don't want to get a video too big. Takes forever to bring the memory number down. Bad. So, you know, you've got to be... you've got to see the elephant of truth in the room that you know is true. But people don't want the truth because they have to be responsible for. for it. So I if you're born from above and you have that desire to know the truth and to swim up the river like salmon to God, the real God, God the Father, not the Jewish God. I'm not Jewish, so I don't follow the Jewish God of war, vengeance, wrath, jealousy, genocide. I don't follow it. There's no love in the Old Testament, but they've all been mind controlled. Everybody's under mind control. You know, everybody's under mind control. You know, Stockholm syndrome fever. You know, it's all because of religion and government. And now it's branched out into science. Science is a fraud, which I will give a good demonstration in one sec here. Um, okay, let's just chop it there. I'm gonna focus more on Patreon, but I have to figure out how it works, and I have to find a platform that will allow me the freedom of speech. Then I'm gonna get into the deeper stuff, and then the more light stuff, I'll keep on the other two backup channels, Huge and BitChute. So here we go. Now, all my life, I wish it wasn't so lengthy. All my life, okay, I've been taught in school about atoms. You know, atoms. First of all, atoms, in my mind, have never existed. I've never believed in atoms because it's too it's too zany. So what you have, all you have to do is look at atoms, which are theories. They've never been proven. Just like all these theories become facts when you cut off the word theory, like the theory of evolution. I'm going to school and learn the theory of evolution. No, they cut it off. Get rid of the word theory. And then now I'm going to school to learn about evolution like it's a fact, eh? And bacteria, the theory of bacteria is the book doctors study and learn. The theory, they cut it off. They remove the word theory and it becomes factual. Anyways, an atom is made up of what is it, protons? They're little marbles. Science loves circulars. There is enough physical inspection to prove that the Earth is flat. Because if it's round, it goes against some main science, main established science, mainline science, anyways, I don't want to get into that, but it is flat. I'm sorry, people, but it just, if you take little eggs and some flour and and you make a cake. You don't make a steak, okay? Because that's what the ingredients are. This is what the established science is. It has to be a flat Earth. It can't be a round Earth. So, anyways, we have round. They're into roundness because that's a Baal symbol of Baal. And so the protons, it's getting long now. The protons are all positively charged. And what happens when you put two positively charged ends of a magnet together? They repel. They push with a force, an incredible force. And so how's the atoms staying together? But did you know atoms are a theory? They've never proven it. But they stay together. They stay together. So you've got the power of the atomic. Okay, this is still YouTube, and so the power that woo, unbelievable power that's in this atom that they say is in the atom, and it doesn't. They don't repulse each other because of what? Well, this is where science comes in. They say, oh, well, it's because of the strong force. Really? What's a strong force? What is it? Where does it come from? How did it develop? How does it maintain itself? What's involved in it? Oh, you don't know. It's just a word. Oh, strong force. And it holds. That's nuts. And the electrons, okay, Tesla, the greatest mind that ever walked the earth, and a number of other high level scientists declared that there is no such thing as electrons. It's just a fairy tale. So the electrons are negatively charged. So with the positive charge, it's bang. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. uh, the electrons should lose orbit and hit really, really hard. Oh, but they're still equally balanced. Yeah, that's all pablum talk. That's fairy tale talk. That's the strong force talk. So they said the electrons don't exist. Well, that changes reality a little bit, don't you? I'm convinced there's no atoms, and atoms are supposed to be, what was it, 90 or 99% empty space? So you get all these empty space atoms together, and it forms a solid chair. And I can sit here. Yeah. Does that make sense? Because this whole chair is 99% empty space. Does it make sense? Like, what's happening here, folks? And if there's no electrons, woo, we're in trouble. We're in trouble with the science. And I'm going, yeah, that's what it is. They fabricate. I won't give you 2 cents for quantum physics. Quantum physics, they have a little experiment that really doesn't prove much, and then they elaborate. Oh, time travel, time reversal, oh, yeah. Over one little experiment. They blow these experiments out of water. Okay, you have the double slit experiment. Very famous. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. You'll never see the actual scientific evidence on film, but you'll see it in animation after animation, just like the universe, you see it in animation. And the planets are all animated, and the satellites that don't exist. That's a fact. That's a fact. They do exist, but they don't go. Nothing floats around the world. Otherwise, you got to explain why these satellites come crashing down to the Earth with huge balloons attached to them. Huge deflated balloons, like, because the winds up there will do it. They'll carry things for. So, anyways, look at the double slit experiment. So it's all about two slits, and they base all quantum physics on this. This is the granddaddy of experiments. 33 now, and so you have two slits, and so they fire a particle. So it goes through this slit or this slit, and it goes through the back wall. And then after you fire so many particles, you get two straight lines. But when you're not looking, you get a wave pattern. Now, we're going to look and we're going to figure it out. Well, you look, and now it's back to the two. So they're saying nothing exists without observation. Like, does the moon exist when we're not looking? Things like this. It goes way out there. It takes it to a new height. And so the double slit experiment. Okay, so apparently you can do it with light, but I haven't tried it. I tried it with a flashlight. I got two slits. Nothing. But anyways, I was just going to think something. So anyways, the double slit experience. So what are the particles that they're being shot through the slits? Electrons. Tesla said there's no such thing as electrons. He said the only thing that drives this universe is not atoms, because they don't exist. He said it's all based on energy, frequency, and vibration. And I think the atoms, if you want to theorize about atoms, they can be replaced by torsion fields. You got to learn about torsion fields. I don't believe in atoms. Anyways, this is all, and I've proven a lot of what I'm saying to myself. I've looked over evidence and I've worked things out, and absolutely, there are things, wow, that are so obvious that you can't argue with them, because then you'd have to be illogical, babbling, speaking in tongues, coming out with new false narratives, and that's what they do. They build the elephant, yeah, 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 the shield for the elephant that you can't see. And the idea is that everybody's trying to hide that elephant. And like, that's what I was thinking about David Icke. I noticed this one day. It hit me. Wait a minute. This is all subjective talk. I can I can now prove everything I say. I can prove everything I say, but I'm not going to share that. I'm not going to share it. I might. It depends. But you have people like David Icke who really don't say anything. You know, you don't learn anything. It's subjective reasoning, and it's just, it doesn't snap together. You don't see the big elephant in there. But he's not alone, and I'm not saying he's doing that purposely. He's an agent. No, I don't know. But once people see the elephant in the room, when you spot the elephant, those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. They want all the oogie boogie stuff, the wow factor. They want conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are that's there to produce fear, so that you can generate fear, which is a food for the archons, and so is religion. You dirty, filthy, rotten sinner! I say I'm not worthy. Woo! That guy up there got fed. You know what I mean? And so it's a controlled world. I'm starting to realize now that you have all these secret organizations that are all under the Illuminati, and the Illuminati's under the archons. But there's another force I'm piecing together, and it's like it's above the archons. It was here before the archons. It's really creepy. I don't even myself. I don't even know if I want to go, but that far. That's a pretty big elephant that I'm going to ram into. So, anyways, you're all taught all this fake information, and I like atoms. There's no. I've never felt comfortable with the idea of atoms, and they say empty space. Empty places. I always channel songs and movies and stuff. So, the power of Christ compels. Get out of here. Everything is make believe, and you've got what I have a term. I don't want to use it because people will steal it. Anyways, it's a fantasy factory, and we're co-creators in what the archons do. Co-create a rotten world. You're not worthy, so you deserve to be in prison. Create your own prison, and then you can lament and cry and get depressed and get broken down and traumatized, and you just keep feeding those archons. Wow. I got to do a video on love. Love is actually the only answer. Love is the answer. But I was repelled by that notion for a long time because it's so cheesy. You gotta love. Come on, people, now smile on your brother. Everybody get together and love one another right now. It's too cheesy and corny, but it's very serious. You can get into serious levels of love that you'll see the love elephant, and you'll go, whew. There are things hidden from all of you, all of us, that are so unbelievable. You just kind of, what? And yet we're told, we're taught, close the curtain. Close the curtain. There is no elephant there. If you believe in elephants, you're going to burn in hellfire for your hatred towards God. You know, just like my grandmother. I mean, she's burning and screaming in hellfire forever and ever, Amen Ra, because she was a Catholic. She got the wrong Jesus. And so religion is a powerful, powerful mind control, misinformation machine. I could shred it with just simple logic, but I don't want to. I don't like to be the bad guy, you know. But no choice you ever made has been your own. That's from the TV series Westworld. That's a quote, and that is so true. That is so true. It's so obvious and so true. It's like when a kid has a baseball, and he throws it and the batter misses it and it goes through Mr. Johnson's window. You can't deny that the window is broken, but this is what they do. Oh, no, 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 no. It's hazy out. There's a lot of pollution, so you can't really see the window. It looks like it's broken. It says, that's all it is. That's what you're dealing with. And so, yeah, I got to wrap this up. This is getting really long. It'll take a couple hours to, bring the megs down on it, the gigs on it. And like I say, BitChute, you're only allowed 2 gigs. So it'll take a couple hours to shave it down. So once you see the picture, once the puzzle pieces come together, that's the picture. What's the big picture of? A huge elephant. It's right behind you. It's breathing down your back, but you don't want to know because it takes responsibility. Oh no! And then you got all those idiots out there. Well, it's not in my Bible, so I don't believe it. Come on, give me a break. So I don't know what to tell you. You just got to keep your eyes open. Things are not as they appear. I know everything points. You have every right to expect the end of society right now with the way things are going and the way old Joe's going to get back in the coming election. They got 2 years to work with it's 2 years away, the election, and he'll get in on a landslide, and he'll be having victory speeches and stuff. I know it's you've got every right to expect the end of society. They're doing unspeakable things that I can't even mention. Mainstream stuff they're talking about that I can't even mention on YouTube, or I'll be in trouble. It's so shocking and beyond belief. And it's mainstream information, and you're going. And then if you're not aware of this mainstream information, liar, liar, you go in this huge denial, the system of denial. And so the elephant, you have to open the curtain. And the way you do that, a little logic, observation, reasoning skills, and, maybe a little IQ, get with the plan. And Jesus says in the book of the Gospel of Thomas that you need to seek God until you find, and when you find, you will be disturbed, but then you'll get over it and you will rule. You will rule the earth with the higher Christ consciousness. But I love that scripture. I can't quote it, but it's she'll seek until you find, and when you find, you'll become disturbed. You'll be upset. You'll be just like when you face the elephant for the first time. You go, oh, But anyways, religion has you thinking you're not worthy. You are worthy. You are a sovereign creature under the true God, the Father that Jesus taught, the true God. And one thing about, there's some really interesting stuff I'm piecing together with Yahweh of the Old Testament. He was not liked. He was not liked and still is not liked. And the Nephilim never liked him. The Nephilim were always trying to attack him. Remember the Tower of Babel? They wanted to get up there and punch him up. This is something I'm getting really... he represents... maybe this is too much to reveal, but he's... well, yeah, I won't reveal that. But anyways, he's not well liked. Remember Lucifer tried to take him down. Then in the Bible, there's a war in heaven, and the angels are cast down, and the Nephilim never liked. Yahweh is not liked in the universe, is what I'm saying. This is one of the elephants. I don't want to give too much detail, but the elephants that I faced, I'm like, wow, it's so obvious. And it's in there. It's in the Bible. It's in other texts. And it just, the puzzle is like this. He's not well liked. They're always trying to overthrow him. They're trying to overthrow him at all the time. War broke out in heaven. You know, why? Why? The Nephilim might not be, well, not all Nephilim are evil, but some of them are good, but a lot of them do not. They object to his rulership because he's an entity of pride that can be established very, very quickly. If you want to get more into that and get to Michael Heisner, dry, it's a little boring, but it'll explain that this is an entity who rose himself above the other entities, because the word God, when it says in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, it's plural, it's gods. Look up Paul Wallace and he will explain how the Anunnaki are, well, I don't want to go there because I'm getting really 47 minutes right now. So the Anunnaki, I used to kind of snicker and laugh and all that, 'cause some of their stories is fairy tales. You know, they always have the dark forces and the CI always have what's called, I call legend building. They make up little stories and make big legends out of it, like what was his name? Valiant Thor, who was an alien that came to Earth. That was all pretty fabricated. There's a river of truth under it, but it's all fabricated. They make a legend, they make it bigger and bigger, and they pump it up and they pump it up. Roswell is a good example of legend building. And this is what they do. They have their hand like this. And then people go, what have they got in their hand? It's secret technology. It's secret weaponry. Whoa! And then in the end, they go, you want to see what we have? The power and control that we have over you? This mighty weapon I'm holding? Okay. Nothing. It's all fabrication. You all fell for it. You all believed it. I don't believe in anything these guys come up with. So, you're more censoring. You know where I'll let you in on a little secret. Come here. Come here. I have an established base of knowledge that I'm more than happy with that goes way down the rabbit hole, and it's beyond speculation. Where did I get it from? Well, I went up to the mountain and to the hermit there, and I lived there for 40 years, and I just drank water and ate pine cones and all like, none of that crap. I don't believe in that crap. I don't believe in this Tibetan, oh yeah, praise praise God day and night for 20 years and you'll get holy. It's not in books. All these books are garbage, okay? These books are garbage. I should lighten this up. I wonder if I can lighten it. Anyways, these books are garbage. I mean, they're just, yeah, they're subjective, you know. But where did I get the real knowledge from? I'll tell you. I got the real knowledge from movies. I started piecing things together, like from movies like Vanilla Sky, Dark City, The Truman Show. Ooh, Dark City was like, whoa, that was, you can see the elephants in these movies. But people go, no, 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 no. The Matrix, one of the greatest films of esoteric knowledge ever made. And what do people do? Oh man, I really dug that chick, man. Whoa! Oh, the guns and the gun. They missed the whole point altogether and the curtains closed. But those who have minds, those can hear, let them hear. Like Jesus says, you know, if you have ears that can hear, listen. Those people open the curtain and go, whoa. That was the most, and it's all in the movies, and people think, oh, it's the evil guys rubbing our face in it. No, 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 no. I can get into a big, big, long exclamation of why this information is placed in movies and stuff. That's for a different. See right away now here. What do we got? 51. So it looks like this is going to be an hour. It's going to take me all day to break down. And all the movies. Oh my God. Some of the knowledge that's in there. Look at the Truman Show, the 13th floor. Oh my goodness, there it is. This is stuff the ancients have been telling us. Well, they're all devil worshippers. Yeah, well, then you dropped the ball, and you're not interested in God. Who's the real God? The Father God, Anu, of the Anunnaki is the Father God. So I'm looking into him right now, and I'm going to see what I can find about him. Because I don't really trust the Anunnaki, but I know there's different sects of the Anunnaki that are spot on. They seem to care. And then you got Jesus talking about the Father. He never says, and dear Jehovah, how are you? He never talks about that. See, I can go on. I can really go on, but I got to just stop. I got 5 minutes here. So I realized one day I have all this knowledge from all the movies that have panned out, and I've backed up with other research and stuff. But I get my ideas first, and then I go out and see if it can be buffered in with other people's research. I don't take my research. I don't. So one day, I discovered Gnostic Christianity, and I went, oh my God. Gnosis.org. You can read all the what do you go? All the scriptures, the Gnostic scriptures that were erased, that the Catholic Church went, and they all burned on the flames. But they got most of them. In fact, they eliminated all of them from history, except some were found buried, which has changed the world. Gnostic Christianity is literally changing the world, and that's what Gnosis is behind all of these movies. And Star Trek, oh, the original Star Trek is unbelievably revealing. I've been told that the other Star Treks, Deep Space Nine and what's Enterprise, are really, really revealing. So I'm going to have to watch that series. But I found Voyager, sacred knowledge, like just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just like, oh, oh. And I I found one really powerful one was, oh, yeah, well, that's, that's a different video, but just one. I'll just mention one. Sacred Ground, Voyager. Heavy duty. That's real deep esoteric knowledge. No, I like the Rayguns. I love that chick. Wow. Uh, sad. So mankind has not been really truly awakened. Oh, I know. Obama's a bad man. I'm awake. No, you're not. Alex Jones, I like Alex, but he's up the wrong tree. It's not all political. A real awakening has nothing to do with politics. Nothing to do with politics. So I'll just say that. So all this knowledge I had, and I'm finding it in Gnostic Christianity. So you can go read all the scriptures you want and the Catholics can't do anything about it anymore. Is gnosis.org, gnosis.org. Profoundly deep. It's like the deepest literature you could ever read. But the Vatican exterminated them all, slaughtered them by the thousands, eliminated the faith altogether, eliminated the scriptures. But they were discovered, the Nag Hammadi scriptures, what they call it, because they were discovered in Nag Hammadi, hidden from the church back then, and revealed for the first time, because we had no idea what the Gnostics believed in. We only could study the critical knowledge of the Gnostics, the critical pieces. But now we got what they believe, and it's mind-boggling. It's deeper than you can ever go. I think my favorite was what was the Secret Gospel of Judas, and the Secret Gospel of John, but the Secret Gospel of Judas. Woo! Don't burn your hands, man. I mean, it is just unbelievable. But the Gnostic knowledge within the movie is unbelievable. So I am going to be, a friend offered me a chance to talk about movies and stuff for his show. That's coming together. It may not come together. I mean, he's been through a lot, and he's busy. That's but I'm waiting. I'm in a holding pattern. I'll wait. I don't mind. And I'll give you all the link. And if I'm not on YouTube, you'll find it on UGE. I'll put it in the description box of every video, that you can go there and listen to what I have to say, because it's very fascinating. It's very interesting. It's very deep. And a lot of people are going to be offended by how deep it is. They don't want to know. Shut the curtain. I don't dig elephants. Elephants are of Satan. They're blinding you to God. Well, you're blind to the fact that this is a Jewish God of wrath, vengeance, and war, and declares himself to be a jealous God who practices genocide. You're the one that has shut the curtain. You understand? You dig me, man? So, there's a wealth of information that people I would love to just let it out, but I don't think the world's ready for it. And I don't think the world's ready for it. And you got to get away from, people like David Icke, who have that faith as based on subjection. It's all subjection. He can't prove anything of what he says, but he pieces together, and then he makes this and that, and he has an artificial elephant of knowledge, but then it just crumbles. So I gotta wrap this up so quick. No, nothing against David Icke. I mean, he has his teaching and his following and all that. That's fine. It's fine. but you gotta crack through the ceiling. You gotta open up the ceiling. You gotta break through, and you've got to get out. You've got to break out of the box. There's a Twilight Zone episode about these people trapped in a box. I thought that was really good, and they can't get out. They can't get out. So a lot of people are trapped, and you've got a lot of NPCs and hybrids and everything promoting flaky narrative to keep that curtain shut. And the second you go to open the curtain, you're a blasphemer, you know, or you're a lunatic, you're a disinfo agent. You get everything thrown at you, everything thrown at you. So anyways, it's been 1 hour already. These movies, I mean, look up these movies. I got a whole shelf of them. I have learned things that have been absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I've had my mind blown, and I've all had it verified through Christian Gnosticism. And just like, you study their scriptures, you will go down the rabbit hole. It will change your life. There'd be no stories about little baby Jesus. Oh, he's got all 10 toes and 10 fingers. Oh, he's so cute. Lightning on you. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Like, I don't know. Every time I see the New Testament, I know all about the New Testament. We could go on for a very long time about the New Testament. Things that would just shock you beyond belief. But they're there and they're ready to be verified, and that curtain's ready to be pulled open, you know. But you have the power to deal with any of this situation. You have the power, and you need the power of knowledge. So, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. It's a long. I never intended this to be a long video, but I get carried away, and I want to keep my account open with YouTube as long as I can, because I can do a live show if I decide to. Would you all like to see a live show? Because I did one before. Mayday. 10 minutes, it was finished. It was just, people didn't like it for some reason. It was a Q&A. People didn't like it. They were dropping off, and numbers were, they're going. And so I'll just see what the reaction I get. Do you want me to do a live show, you know, where I can answer questions, or try not to be too revealing? Now, why would I try to be not too revealing? But I'll get Billy here. He'll tell you. He's my son. My son. Okay, so I gotta go. Okay, 3 minutes after. So I'll have that show with my friend, hopefully. And if I get that established, I'm going to really get into the videos. I mean, the movies. I'm going to give you some background information that not many people know about, but it'll get that curtain open again, eh? That'll get the veil open again. You got to see the eyes of the elephant, and then you'll go, you'll just freeze. You won't know what to do. But like the scripture says, the Gnostic scripture, the gospel of Jesus, seek with all your heart, and blah, blah. Seek and you'll find, and when you find, you'll become disturbed by the elephant. But then you will rule over the elephant, and you'll rule the earth in Christ. So there you go. I'm going to end it right now. So, I got to go. Gotta leave you all behind to face the truth. A little bit of Queen. Thank you. Wow.